this one's mine too. Yeah. Another class we started a couple years ago is Ag Leadership class. This really focuses on planning and preparing and communication skills and current events in agriculture. So the CBS News clip, for example, was a topic of discussion 2 different weeks in the class. Focus on communication skills. Can I present to a group information, try to be informative, and use presentation skills? This one picture here shows, you know, we take the student away. Can they present information without them physically being there? And the last one that we'll work on is what we're doing right now. Can we present verbally to a group and have a visual prompt at the same time? And then we get into coordinating activities and events. Last year the class planned banquet, invites, RSVPs, the year review slideshow, the program on the podium, the program in the hand of the people there. That was all planned by the students in that class. Beginning to end, top to bottom, we took care of the RSVP list, and so on and so forth. So we kind of focus on the planning and coordination of events as well.
The next one is biotech. This one is very much a science-based class, science by inquiry. It's a newer class. This is just our 2nd year of offering up here, although I did teach it for a number of years at another school that I was at. It's more of a biotechnology awareness because there's so much biotechnology that's actually being used out there and so few people actually know it and understand it. So it is very much that, and awareness and identifying different types of career opportunities because there's a ton of them out there. One of them we're actually going to get very close up to. Monsanto is going to fly my biotechnology kids down to St. Louis to tour their world headquarters again here at the end of the month. And going to be able to go through the different labs and be able to see all of that and experience what it would be like to be a biotechnologist. And they'll get to talk to them dealing with how to get prepared, schooling, things like that. They fly us down, they fly us back, and they will take care of us while we're down there for the day. So it is a really good opportunity for these kids to learn about how to learn and what's out there and what are some of the career opportunities for them. So. How we teach it, I guess there's lots of different ways. Speakers and presenters are a neat way to be able to bring things in from, I guess, somebody else's perspective or somebody else's point of view. So we try to use that as much as we can, develop connections. One of the connections that I've made since I got here is working very closely with EVAPCO in my welding class. Got here and we taught stick welding, we taught MIG welding, and a little bit of oxyacetylene, but no TIG or anything like that. I've taken the kids there. They have been through every semester. The kids will go through and tour the facility, see what they do there, what types of welding, cutting operations do they actually go through. I've also had the gentlemen come out, do demonstrations for the class, and they taught me how to TIG weld. So now I have made TIG welding part of our welding class as well. So we use that as a lot. Labs and projects, we've got tons of different things when it comes to biotechnology. He talked about his aquaculture, obviously the greenhouse. Learning by doing. Okay, we can talk about it until we turn blue in the classroom, but until the kids actually have the opportunity to go out and to apply it, I think it's a very different situation. So we do that a lot. And obviously, unfortunately, have to deal with some lectures from time to time. Tours, we hit on that a little bit with Monsanto. That bottom picture, it's Channel Bio Tour that we took on our way to State FFA Leadership Conference last year. And we actually ran into some of the people that were in Monsanto down in St. Louis when I took my kids down. We walked in the door and they're like, oh my golly, we just saw you, down in St. Louis. I'm like, yes, we get around a lot. So we try to get the kids to different things and be able to see lots of different things that they wouldn't see right here in the classroom, as well as when we go on FFA trips to National Convention, taking them to tobacco farms and
Fair Oaks Dairy and John Deere Tractor Works
John Deere. We've gone to lots of different things to get the kids right in there. And they get to obviously coordinate events, and we are working on getting on some classes online. Johnson is a lot further with getting some classes online than I am.
Still not very far. Pam, you'd be very disappointed.
Yes, I am. Yes. Pam's the queen of online classes. I just have.
You'd be very disappointed in our progress. We're working on it.
But something that we're hoping to.
But we can see that you're doing nothing else. So
yes,
we don't understand.
Exactly. We should really have that done. We really should have that done.